guys, it is Liliana here, and in this video I am going to be testing out some Artis brush dupes. So I actually got these for a gift, but basically these are, obviously dupes, since Artis were the first brushes that were like this. They are the brushes for foundation that look like quote-unquote hairbrushes. So these are from Amazon, and I'm going to show you guys the brand that these are from, and I'm going to compare it with the price from the Artis brushes, and then I'm going to go ahead and test it out. As you can see, I obviously have no foundation on right now, so you get 5 brushes right here. Also, I'm sorry if I'm like kind of sick. I have like a cold, but so for the Artis brushes, this is the mirror set. For example, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 brushes, and it is $355. Yes, $355 for 10 brushes. That's a lot of money, you know. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go to these brushes, and if you go to Amazon, this is actually on Amazon, where you can get them from. They're actually on sale right now, so if you're watching this and you want to get these and it is December of 2016, or maybe even like a little bit after that, you can probably get maybe even at the beginning of 2017, you could probably still get them on sale, but it's originally $70, which is pretty good, especially because you are getting 5 brushes and for $70, which is much cheaper than the actual Artis brush thing. But then right now it's actually on sale for $23, so that's really amazing, like getting 5 good quality brushes for that. So we're gonna see if they're good quality. I honestly don't know, I just said that, but like yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a foundation test, and for my foundation test I'm going to be using a foundation that I know 100% works for me. It is my favorite foundation. I know how it looks on the skin, I know like the way that it applies, everything, and I don't have another Artis brush to test it with. I've never used one, only because I'm not going to pay that much money for the Artis brushes, but I can compare it to the Beauty Blender, and I'm not going to be using a Beauty Blender in this video because I really want to get my entire face with this brush on. But if you go to any of my other videos, if you don't know how the Beauty Blender applies, then you can totally check out some of my other videos where I literally only use the Beauty Blender. But if you wanna, I want to see how this compares to that. So since I know how well the Beauty Blender applies, I'm going to be using this. And I know that these have been really hyped up on YouTube a lot. A lot of YouTubers are actually using these and over the Beauty Blender. So I want to see if this is going to be something that I'm going to reach for before I reach for the Beauty Blender, or if this is going to be something that is kind of just there if I want to use it in a video for some reason. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and test it out. My face is already moisturized and primed, so I'm using my favorite foundation. And if you've been here for a while, you know this is my favorite one. This is the Makeup Forever Face and Body Foundation. Right now it's actually the Water Blend because they changed it around a little bit at the end of summer. So this one is not exactly the same, but they have the same foundation. It's just in a little bit of different packaging. And since I got this like last year. So I'm just going to go ahead and dot it all around my face, I guess. I'm going to try to do half the face, or I'm going to do half the face with dotting it, and then I'm going to try maybe dotting it on the brush. I'm not really sure if that will work too well, but let's go ahead and see. So I'm going to be taking the big brush, obviously, and I'm going to be just massaging this into my face. So yeah, I don't like that it drags at the skin, but it looks like it's creating a lot of full coverage, which is good. Wow, that is actually looking really good. Every single foundation cakes on me is kind of just like how my skin works, but I think this looks really good. I think that especially because this is such a not full coverage foundation, that it looks extremely high coverage for the amount that we use, you know what I mean? And it doesn't cover up like acne, like you can still see this and this with this foundation, so don't think that it's anything that has to do with the brush. So now I guess I'm just going to go ahead and try dotting it on the brush and see how that works. We'll see. I think it pretty much works the same. I don't think there's anything different about it, but I really like the feeling of this as well. It's really soft. I'm not sure. I think it is soaking up a little bit of product, just like from what I've seen so far, but I think this is much easier than the Beauty Blender, because you just kind of drag it around your face, you know what I mean? I think that this has a really gorgeous finish. It's really, really gorgeous. Alright, well now I'm going to be taking like the little bit smaller one, and I'm going to be trying to blend my concealer with it. I'm going to be taking the Kat Von D Lock-In Concealer in the shade L11 Neutral. So now let's go ahead and try to buff it out. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this, but... Well, this is not as easy as a beauty blender, I have to say that. And I don't really like the feeling of it under my eyes. My under eyes are pretty dry, so anything that goes under there is going to crease, cake up, and kind of irritate them, which kind of sucks, but I mean, I think it blended it out well. I just think that the process of like actually blending it out wasn't the most pleasant for me. So I don't think I would use these brushes for concealer personally. That's just my, like, that's my opinion. But I'm sure that, whoa, I'm sure that you could also use this brush for, no, this is more of a smaller brush. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, so for cream contouring, I'm going to try to use that a little bit smaller than the foundation brush again, and I'm going to see how it works. So I'm going to be using that. So for the cream contouring, I'm going to be taking my beloved Anastasia contour stick in the shade Shadow, and I'm just going to be applying it how I usually would. Like there, 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 there. I'm not on the nose anymore. I'm going to go around that. I don't know, I don't really like it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this brush again, and I'm going to start buffing it, and I'm going to try to buff it up as much as I can, just because, you know, you don't want your contour to really go down. You want there to be a clean line there, so I think it looks pretty good. That was really fast to blend out. I feel like when I blend it out with my beauty blender, it takes forever, and it's really difficult, so I feel like I really will be using this for cream contouring, honestly. Let me try the bigger brush a little bit. Let me see how it works. Yeah, that's much easier actually. As you can see, my cheekbones are looking pretty defined from that. And the reason I'm just going in with a couple of these brushes is because I don't really see that I would use like a lot of the other ones. And me personally, so you have this one here, and then you have this one here, which I guess you could use for maybe eyeshadow or, I mean, I would use, if I were to use any of these for brows, I'd probably use the smaller one, because, I mean, I do use a pomade every day, so I could probably try this out and use it to pomade, but I feel like I would really stick to my angle brush. Then I guess you could use this right here. Definitely if you want to like spread out your eyeshadow primer, or if you want to put on like a cream base of an eyeshadow, I feel like that would work so well. But I feel like I wouldn't get much use out of any of the other brushes, and I would probably just buy this set for these two right here, but it depends like what you want to use with them, you know what I mean? It all depends on like your personal preference. I'm actually going all out with cream products today, and I'm going to be taking my Kiko 3D Color and Glow. This is like the blush, the shiny blush. Ooh. It actually comes with a sponge, and I didn't know that until like 3 months after having this product. But I'm going to just see. I like this, but it's a stick. So like, let's say you like put it on and then you try to blend it out. It can also like mess up your foundation a little bit. But I'm just gonna be taking the bigger brush, and oh yes, I really like the way that blended. I haven't worn blush in forever, so I feel kind of awkward, but like, no, I really like the way that blended. I feel like it's so much easier, and it looks so much better than actually using like a beauty blender to blend it. Whoa. Whoa, for cream blush, this is amazing. I'm telling you. The cream blush. I never... I'm dead. Oh my god, I never blended out this. Yo, I'm so weak. Oh my god, me. I'm a mess. Like, I'm like high-key put together, but low-key a mess, so like, ignore that. No, but yeah. It blended out my forehead really easily too, obviously. It just did that. And wow, I like that it made my cream blush like not too much, but like it looks really good. Like you can tell that my blush, and like it looks really good. Wow, I actually really liked that. Whoa. Woo. So I don't really know how you would use this with like a cream highlighter, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it. So I'm just gonna dot this on my face. See how it works. And I'm going to take, let's try this one. Let's try the small one. I'm not sure if I want to dab it or see. Did it take away some of the shine? I mean, I know that this brush is like really, I mean, this highlighter is really amazing. Like, a lot of the time I don't even have to overlay with powder. I mean, I do, but like, I wouldn't have to. But I feel like if you use this brush, it's better. So I guess you could like find different ways to use some of these brushes with, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to use them for specifically what they say, it's just like kind of what works for you. But I really like the way that it blended my contour in that brush. I feel like that was definitely the best. And I think that the finish of my foundation is really nice as well. Like, I think it looks really good. So now I'm just going to go ahead and finish up my makeup, and then we will come up with the final verdict. So here's where it comes down to, would I recommend them or would I not recommend them? Yes, I would recommend them. I think that, especially for the price point, if you have been wanting to try out these types of brushes, see how they work for you compared to the Beauty Blender, then I totally recommend you going on Amazon and buying these. I mean, especially because these are so much cheaper than the Artis brushes, and I think that they work really, really well. And this is like a really good gift that I got yesterday for Christmas. So I honestly really recommend them. Like, I really genuinely do. I think that, especially because different things work for different people. Like, for example, a lot of people like baking. I absolutely hate it. I can't do it. It makes my under eyes cakey. It makes me have flashback, and I take a lot of flash pictures. I mean, not exactly like I take a lot of flash pictures as in like I take a lot of flash pictures, but as in when you have the front-facing flash on with Snapchat, you just like see all the powder under your eyes, and it really annoys me. Oh my god, I'm so sick. I'm sorry. No, but I do not like baking, but a lot of people like it. But for these brushes, it's really hard for me to really like some things. I'm really judgmental. So I think that honestly, like, the way that they look on the skin is just amazing. And if you're really into cream products, then I would totally recommend these, because I used to be more into powder products, but now I really like cream and then setting it with a powder. So I think that these are a really good option. I will link the brushes down below, and so if you want to buy these, then you can go ahead and do that. And yeah, I guess that's basically it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really excited to be using these brushes more often. And so if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. Follow me on my social media, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye, guys.